Come in, Lieutenant. This is General Garza. Do you copy?
I read you loud and clear, General.
I understand you've just landed on Taris. I've already contacted our local regimental commander, Colonel Gaff, to secure his support. Colonel Gaff doesn't know the specifics of your mission, only that he should assist you in every way possible. I'd like to keep it that way.
I'll keep quiet on the details, General.
That's for the best, Lieutenant. Taris is a dangerous and untamed wasteland. A Sith attack several centuries ago leveled every standing structure and virtually eradicated the local population. Where cities once rivaled Coruscant, only swamps and ruins remain. Reclaiming and rebuilding the planet has become an important symbolic goal for the Senate.
If there's any way I can aid in the reconstruction, I'll do it.
Of course. Just don't lose sight of your primary objective. That's all I have for you, Lieutenant. Report in when your operation is complete.
I'll contact you as soon as the job's done, General.
We've been waiting weeks, and those things are still swarming our property while you sorry excuses for defenders of the Republic sun yourself on the base.
This is a military operation, sir. This planet hasn't been cleared for civilian occupancy.
My brother didn't mean to be insulting, but for 3 centuries our family has dreamt of reclaiming our place on Taris, and now to be stopped by those things.
What's going on here?
Their old estate's off base, so we got no way to secure it.
Taris is our home. We're not gonna wait until the army takes its pick of the planet and then throws us the scraps.
The Republic validated our records, but some outlaws set up a camp there. They've got security droids all around the perimeter.
You need something dangerous cleared out first?
It's not ghouls or anything. There's someone living there. Sentience.
They've got security droids all around the perimeter. It's a war zone. We almost got killed entering our own property.
The Republic will respond to all such claims of hostile, non-indigenous life forms based on strategic value.
I'd be happy to volunteer.
Yes, tell this coward we're the rightful owners and he has to help us.
You want to explore? You look like you can handle it, but it's your choice.
Would you really be willing to take such a risk for us?
Your claim seems just.
Great. They're all yours then. You find anything important, you can fill out a form at HQ.
All we need is to get those blasted droids cleared out and find out who's controlling them. I can handle the rest.
Hold. We have no more with which to defend ourselves. You have left us helpless before the Rakuls and everything that haunts this planet. My people are refugees, survivors of the battle on Coruscant. Would you turn us out of yet another home?
Identify yourself.
My name is Akatan, and you might call me the leader of this colony. We fled here after the war. The lower levels were in shambles. Thousands of people from thousands of species, homeless and hurt. The humans in the Galactic Senate barely slapped on a new coat of paint. We came here to start a new life.
Unfortunately, your new life landed on someone else's ancient birthright.
How typically human. So many men are here to reclaim this planet who know nothing of its past. Ancient Taris was a blight on the Republic. The black mark on its reputation for freedom.
As far as I know, it was some outer rim nothing, until the Empire blew it up.
Humans on Taris did as they do on all planets. They seized the surface, claimed Taris's wealth, and forced every other species underground. Every meter of land owned by a human was probably seized from another species, just as this was seized from my ancestors. I have their documents. So old they were kept in printed form. Read them yourself if you doubt me.
What happened? There must have been a reason.
It was about money, of course. A human governor cut taxes to favor his people, and when others rebelled, they were the ones punished. I think the claim was, aliens are dangerous to Tarisian trade. If you have any sympathy for our cause, perhaps there is something you can do? We are alone and at the Republic's mercy.
I would wish not to see you turned away from your home.
I thank you for softening your heart to my story. I will tell my people to begin repairs on our droids.
Excellent job. We can smell the smoking metal corpses from here.
I told him that's not really possible.
So who are the crooks who set themselves up on our property? Did you drive them off?
I took out the droids, but it won't be safe to live there.
What are you talking about?
Is it the Rakuls? Monsters? I told you we should have waited until the planet was open to settlers.
The land is held by the alien who owns this deed. Her claim is better than yours.
The alien resettlement was a valid executive order approved by the Republic. This is our land!
There are alien survivors who kept their claim? I'd have thought they would never come back here. I studied the history. It wasn't right.
It was justified! You can't make us leave because of that!
It'll take more than 2 people to turn this place civilized.
I agree, Relis. This isn't our ancestors' estate. This is a frontier. We'll need to grow food, sew clothes, defend ourselves. Wouldn't it be better to ally with these aliens?
Sew clothes? Maybe we should just hear them out. See what they're looking for.
We won't turn them away. I know what it's like to want a home.
Hey, good job. Both on the droids and getting to the bottom of that mess. Taris politics. Huh. Who cares about this dump anyway? Brass called me when you left. Wanted to see if your work's as good as your rep.
I'm a soldier. I'll get the job done.
Captain Childress is gonna love that attitude. He's got something for you to do, and he said to pass the word. If you're interested, go look him up. His office is at HQ, other side of the base. Tell him you're the one who ran off the Brat Brigade.
Hey there, Captain Childress. I want to thank you for taking the time to see me. You did nice work on that land claim mess. Like we flew this many troops to the armpit of the galaxy so some kids could play pioneer. It'll take way more than it's worth to make this planet livable. Only thing interesting about Taris is that it's the worst failure the Republic's ever had.
I don't know much about Taris's history.
Way back when, the Sith were searching for a Jedi here. When they couldn't find her, they tried destroying the entire planet. The Jedi escaped, but millions of people died an ugly flaming death. The Empire tried the same thing on Coruscant in the last war. 300 years after Taris, we still don't know squat about how to defend against a bombardment once ships are in low orbit.
Good men die when we don't learn from our mistakes.
That's why I'm here. I sent commandos to defend a research team at the crash site of the Endar Spire, the last Republic warship shot down over this planet. If we're lucky, that ship recorded the whole bombardment. But my team's lost contact, which means there are desk jockeys in the wild with the most valuable data on Taris.
If they've still got comms, tell them help is on the way.
The crash site's a ways out, fast as you can make it. I don't know if we've got survivors. Research team's your number 2 priority. Data's the most important thing. Take anything the Endar Spire recorded to Commander Viki at the outpost.
Lieutenant Carlslow, I'm all that's left of Commander Childress's 5th Detail. Please, tell me you're our reinforcement.
I've come to get you out of here.
Give me a moment. All's clear, guys, and we've got some muscle from back on base. This is what's left of our research team. The others got ambushed while working. Scavengers must have guessed we were after something good. We need to hold them off long enough for the research team to recover and download that data.
I'm on point. Researchers inside. Anyone who's not working, fan out behind me.
Aye, sir. Aye. Okay, data's priority 1. Everybody into the ship. Go! If you hadn't come when you did, those would be our smoking corpses there, no question. Unfortunately, we're not done. Not until this Rex data is in the hands of Commander Viki.
Give me what you have. I'll get it to the commander.
We've recovered all the high-priority info. If you run that to the outpost, I'll hold off what's left of the scavengers until our reinforcements arrive.
If you have any questions about military operations on... Lieutenant. I was expecting you. Excellent job at the Endar Spire.
Everything from the primary computers is on here.
The data from the Endar Spire will be invaluable to the Republic's war efforts. Lieutenant Carlsu tells me there's close surveillance footage of the Imperial warships.
Havoc Squad belongs to the Republic, sir.
And the Republic is honored to have you. Thank you for your service. Republic intelligence has been waiting for this data since the bombardment fell.
As you can see by the data, there is no disease in known space that propagates as quickly as the Tarisian Rakul plague. Even one individual raccoon can start a pandemic, as we have observed in 81 colonies to date. Until a vaccine can be widely distributed, it is highly doubtful that any civilian colonization effort will yield lasting results. Thank you.
If you're working on a vaccine, I'd like to help.
Working on is a generous term. The last breakthrough in raccoon plague research was 3 centuries ago. HoloNet archives say a Dr. Thorne developed a raccoon serum vaccine just hours before the bombardment. I've been trying to acquire the serum, but short of putting a blaster to someone's head, that's not going to happen.
What makes you say that?
There's a pirate camp not far from here. They went after the ruins of Sepanik Memorial Hospital. Sepanik was well preserved. If there's raccoon serum to be found, it'd be there. I asked Commander Vicky to step in, but since it wasn't a Republic hospital, the pirates have legal salvage rights.
Commander Vicky has her hands full. I'll handle the pirates.
I can't say what will be required to get this done, but this plague has infected half a planet's worth of people. So if that serum shows up on my lab table, it'd be unethical to throw it away for any reason. I hope my position is clear.
You picked the wrong midday to rob, Fat Brain. There's gonna be 200 Death's Claw pirates coming through that door.
I don't want to hurt anyone, but I will.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you see these guys lying here? They've got the Rat-Ghoul plague. You touch me, and they'll be on you like hots on a buffet. Except, faster. And don't think they're incapacitated. Oh no, they just look that way. I've got a serum you wouldn't believe.
I heard you dug something up. I'm going to need it.
Yeah, we've been using it too. Whoa, wait. No, you don't. No, you can't take it. These people are infected. If you cut off my supply of serum, these guys are gonna turn. You know what that means? I'm gonna have to shoot them all in the head before they try to eat my liver.
You're a doctor, right? Synthesize some more.
With what? My state-of-the-art facilities? I can only use what I find, and we don't find much. The only place I can think of that might have some left is the ruins of Dynamite General. The place was basically Ghoul Town. You want serum? You get it there, and leave us alone.
You better not be wasting my time.
No, the stuff is down there, I swear, on my medical license. The real one.
Welcome back. Let's get those serum samples analyzed and see what we've got. Well, thank the Force for good Taresian storage technology. I wasn't sure anything would still be viable after 3 centuries. While we wait, is there a cost to these samples I should be aware of? A deal with a pirate crew, perhaps?
There was some unavoidable violence on the way in.
I see. Then if it didn't happen in a plastic beaker, don't tell me about it. Here we are. Fortunately, the plague is so virulent it cultures very rapidly. Bad news. The serum you recovered looks like it was effective 300 years ago, but the raccoon plague has mutated since then. This serum will only provide effective immunity for extraordinarily healthy individuals.
How do we make it stop modern rat ghouls?
Manufacturing a true vaccine requires what we call a lucky survivor, someone whose system has made antibodies to the plague. We haven't had a survivor yet, for obvious reasons, but this serum might provide the link we need. If I infected an extraordinary individual protected by the serum, I could collect the antibodies and make an effective vaccine.
What happened to most virulent disease in known space?
I need someone with proven recuperative powers. Someone who gets injured almost on a daily basis. Ideally, they would have survived stabbings, shootings, poison, infections, maybe all of the above. I understand your profession exposes you to physical punishment. Do you think you could survive infection?
Doctor, I don't get a chance to save 1 billion lives every day. I'm in.
Well, and I had this whole speech ready. All right. We have a medical droid, CB-084, set up to observe rat ghouls in the field. He'll be able to collect the antibodies and slow any potential complications. After I give you the serum, go out there and test it. Let the rat ghouls attack you and see what happens.
there any other medical facts I should know?
Sure. You're doing the right thing. Now, here's your serum injection. I hope the Force is with you, because the science is stretched to the limit.
Ah, I see your infection is progressing. Hold still while I take samples for analysis. While I transmit the data to Dr. Sell, there are some questions I should ask. Do you have any of the following symptoms? Dizziness, fever, shortness of breath, and inexhaustible hunger for sentient flesh?
Can you do anything about these cuts? I'm losing blood here.
I'm sorry, my core function is in analysis, not trauma care. Ah, here's Dr. Sell.
Good news. Your antibody count is off the charts. I'll start work on a vaccine immediately. You are remarkably brave. Our progress has just jumped forward by years. While you recuperate, I'm going to transmit the usual secrecy agreements. Just use your thumbprint to sign on the sensor.
What do you mean, usual secrecy agreements?
This is standard procedure when the Republic develops biotech with significant earnings potential. We develop the vaccine for Republic soldiers first, and when it's proven, sell it to colonists. Until then, it's under wraps. We don't want the exchange or the Sith funding some horrible operation with an underground version.
Lives will be lost while this profit is being made.
Tell me something I don't know. Every week we hear another Rakghoul horror story. But every colonist on the planet is going to want this vaccine. How do I tell my superiors we gave up that kind of money?
If you get a sample to the Jedi, I bet they'd find someone to make it fast.
I'll keep that in mind. We'll get this cure out one way or another. Thanks for putting yourself on the line for this. Would have taken years to do it the safe way. I don't know if Taris will ever be what it was, but now, at least, there's hope.
Well, well. General Garza graces us with her finest. At ease. I'm Colonel Gaff. These are my senior officers. Your CO sent orders to do whatever is necessary to support your mission. Of course, she didn't see fit to tell me what that mission is. You care to enlighten me?
I can't discuss the details.
Typical. Forget the reconstruction at Taris. I gotta shift everything around and help with some top-secret mission nonsense. Whatever Garza has you looking for, you won't find it on Taris. Nothing unusual has happened since I took command.
Patrol teams 3, 5, and 8. Or lost, or without explanation.
Sergeant Dorne, I don't recall giving you permission to speak.
I wasn't speaking to you. I was speaking to the Lieutenant, per General Garza's instructions. Are you ordering me to violate Code 73B and ignore the General's directive, Colonel?
Always got a regulation to quote, don't you, Sergeant Dorne?
If the Sergeant has information, I'll take it.
The matter was settled days ago. Taris is dangerous. Casualties are common on patrol teams. It's unfortunate, but not unusual, no matter what Sergeant Dorne says. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got a planet to run. Carry on with your secret mission. Just don't muck up anything important.
Apologies for the Colonel, Lieutenant. Not all men are meant to lead.
Colonel Gaff is disobeying a direct order.
I can assure you it's not the first time he's done so. I'm Elara Dorne, sir. Sergeant, First Class, Commander of Search and Rescue Squad 204. We have 3 full squads, all MIA on patrols. The situation is critical.
You have any idea what happened to these men?
I'm afraid not, Lieutenant. Casualties are common on swamp patrols. Rakghoul attacks account for the majority, approximately 87%. However, SAR sweeps discovered no evidence of Rakghoul activity in these instances. Someone else attacked those teams. If you're looking for unusual activity, then this is it, sir.
I appreciate your help, Sergeant.
I included the last known coordinates for the MIA patrols in my official incident report, Lieutenant. I'll load it into your datapad for your review. Taris falls under Unexplored, Unsecured Territory Protocols. All armor cams transmit to SAR Command. I'll contact you with developments.
Sounds like a plan, Sergeant.
Good luck, Lieutenant.
That was interesting. I've had drill instructors more relaxed than that woman. Not to mention that accent.
What do you mean? What's unusual about her accent?
The only people I've heard talk like that were Imperials. The Republic must have freed her homeworld in the war. Growing up Imp would explain a lot about her personality.
Let's say the Republic could use more officers like Dorne.
And I'd say there's a better use for a soldier's time than memorizing every single regulation in the books. Guess it's off to work then. I'll watch our backs.
Those are power converters, Lieutenant. Old ones. Any theories on how they got to that location?
I was hoping you could tell me.
Power converters come from ignition systems, engine parts. It takes work to remove them. Someone dropped these converters. Either the patrol or their attackers. We need more information to determine which.
I'll search the next coordinates immediately.
I'll remain in contact, Lieutenant. Dawn out. More power converters. According to the logs, this patrol followed an entirely different route. Either both patrols recovered the same engine parts from separate locations, or the converters were dropped in both areas by one group. The attackers.
I think we're on the right track, Sergeant.
A specialist MO7 science officer could examine the converters to determine their source. We have such an officer on staff. I will notify him while you search the last coordinates.
Sounds like a plan, Sergeant.
Very well, Lieutenant. I'll proceed to Science Division at once. Good luck, Lieutenant. Lieutenant, status report. Are you injured?
Everything is fully operational.
Good. There's much to do. Your attackers were scavengers. Threat assessment reports classify them as a non-combatant group. That classification is clearly inaccurate. I'll notify command.
I need to know where these scavengers come from, their numbers and armaments.
Unknown, sir. Local intelligence felt they weren't worthy of investigation. Armed hostility against Republic personnel clearly justifies an immediate armed response, Lieutenant. It's your call.
Do we have any leads on the scavengers' HQ?
Orbital scan has just managed to pinpoint the location of the scavengers' compound. I'll scramble up my team and prep them immediately. We'll effect entry to the compound once you've created an opening.
I'll see you on the other side, Sergeant.
Good luck, Lieutenant. Sergeant Dorne out.
You're from the Republic! Watch out! There's a huge alien guarding us, and... there it is! Run for it! Who are you? You took that thing down easy.
Commanding Officer, Havoc Squad.
You're kidding. They actually sent Havoc Squad after us? I'm Ensign T'Sanis, sir. I think it's a good thing you found us. The scavengers were gonna ship us off to some guy named Needles as soon as we healed up.
Needles? As in Elara Dorne, the Havoc Squad medic?
I really don't know. Needles is all they ever called the guy. Figured it must be a code name, right?
Needles is a code name.
Oh, guess you've heard of him then. Well, the scavengers also said...
Here they are. Cav, Gorin, cover the exit. Vice, Marco, Tabba, see to these men's wounds.
Oh, great. Sergeant Dorne's here to make sure we get stomped according to regulation.
Report, Ensign. Did you learn anything about the enemy?
Yes, sir. Sergeant, sir. As I was just telling the lieutenant here, we were captured for some guy named Needles. And get this, there are Imperials here, on Taris. They're working with this Needles guy in a hidden base out in the swamps.
Sounds like you overheard quite a bit.
Yes, sir, Lieutenant. The scavengers were pretty sloppy about talking in front of us. So, are you excited, Dorne? You finally have the chance to correct your old buddy's paperwork again.
That attitude's getting you nowhere fast.
Yes, sir, Lieutenant. Sorry, sir.
Many of the local troops feel that my adherence to regulations is a result of my upbringing, Lieutenant. I was born Imperial. However, after 2 years' service in the Imperial military, I defected. Given my extensive knowledge and training, I was awarded this position under Service Code 37R.
You made the right decision.
We can discuss non-mission critical issues later. My team and I will get these men back to base, Lieutenant. You proceed with your mission against Needles and his Imperial installation.
I have the lead I was after. Time to act on it.
I'm glad I could help point you in the right direction, sir. Good luck.
Looking for Needles, are you? I'm afraid he's long gone, my friend.
Let's see those hands nice and slow.
Don't worry. I won't give you any trouble. I wouldn't stand a chance fighting you, so I won't. Instead, let me make a suggestion. I'll tell you everything you need to know about Needles, but in exchange, you have to let me go.
You seem to know an awful lot about my mission here.
You're wearing a Havoc Squad insignia and searching Needle's files. It doesn't take a great mind to put the two together. It's simple. Let me live, and I will tell you everything. Kill me, and you'll learn nothing.
Come in, Lieutenant. This is Sergeant Dorne. Do not trust this man. I served with him in the Empire. His name is Taris.
What? Who's that? Who are you talking to? Dawn, is that you?
Taris is a mass murderer, Lieutenant, a war criminal.
I'm listening, Sergeant. Go on.
During my time in Imperial service, Taris ordered the executions of hundreds of civilian non-combatants and full-scale bombings of unarmed populations. Furthermore, these actions were committed in circumvention of direct orders from Imperial command.
I am a soldier. I do what I must to achieve my objectives, just like you, Lieutenant.
I don't kill civilians, you imp scum.
Please, listen. I'll tell you everything. Everything I know. Needles is doing experiments on the rat ghouls. He wants to understand the disease, turn it into a weapon. He left here a few hours ago. He said he was visiting some friends in the ruptured sewer system to get more samples.
Keep going. What else can you tell me?
That's everything. That's all I know. I've given you what you wanted. Now what about me?
You know better than I would, Sergeant. What should I do here?
I respectfully suggest you discharge your weapon into Thoris's skull, Lieutenant.
No! This isn't fair.
The discussion ends now.
I'll meet you back in the SAR office, Lieutenant. Dawn out.
No!
Good work with Thoris, Lieutenant. War criminals do not deserve the opportunity to strike deals. Lab results confirmed Thoris's account. Needles has almost completed a weaponized strain of rat ghoul disease. However, the data makes no mention of Needles' friends in the ruins of the transport system.
Do you have any idea who these friends might be?
Available intelligence doesn't show any populations in the ruins of the transport system, but scans of the area have been cursory at best. Rat ghouls infest the area, making scouting by foot inordinately difficult. However, one traversable route has been located.
I'll scout the area myself.
Any geographical information you can bring back would be very helpful, Lieutenant. This ruined transport station is our only lead to Needle's location. I would encourage you to stock up on supplies and munitions before entering the area. Good luck.
So congratulations to you, Ensign Sarvin, on your noble sacrifice.
It's all right. No, wait, sir, no!
Exquisite. I'll be requiring more rat ghouls for my work, Borzoth.
We already gave you the rat ghouls you asked for. When will you do as we asked?
As soon as the weapon is completed. With it, we will decimate the Republic outpost.
I smell an intruder.
So you do. Sergeant, is that really you?
I've moved up in the world since you last saw me.
So I see. You've slaughtered enough Republic enemies to be rewarded, then. Well done. I see you aren't alone. You brought that pathetic worm all the way from Ord Mantell, just to die along with you.
Talk all you want, Dorne. You're not getting out of here alive.
Your timing is impeccable. Just as I find myself with plenty of pathogen but no more test subjects, you arrive. The transformation will hurt at first, but that's merely your organs rupturing and realigning. It's all over quickly, I assure you.
The only thing ending quickly here is your life.
Struggle if you must, then, but you'll wish you hadn't made it so hard on yourself. Vorzov, please assist me in subduing our newest volunteer.
With pleasure.
Fire at will.
Let's go.
Take them.
Looks like more samples of Needle's weaponized rat ghoul disease. What should we do with them?
What do you think we should do?
Well, can't hurt to take a few samples back so Research Division could take a look at them. I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
I don't like it, but I guess we should bring the samples back with us.
Just be careful with those things. I'd say it's about time we got out of here, Lieutenant. We'll follow your lead.
Welcome back, Lieutenant. Congratulations on the success of your mission.
I'm just doing my job, Sergeant.
Your success is consistent with your unit's reputation and operational history, all highly impressive. General Garza attempted to contact you a few moments ago. I took the liberty of briefing her on your mission status.
Thank you very much.
The General requested that you contact her before departing Taris. The holocom in the next room has been prepared for your use.
I'll contact her right away.
Congratulations once again, Lieutenant.
Greetings, Lieutenant. I understand congratulations are in order.
Needles is neutralized, General.
You've done very well. Needles was a brilliant man. Taking him down was no small feat. I haven't informed Cardin yet, but I doubt he'll be upset. He and Needles never did see eye to eye.
Needles was insane. I doubt anyone saw eye to eye with him.
And yet, Tavis never had any problems with Needles. Perhaps that should have been my first warning. And there's something else, Lieutenant. Tell me, what do you think of Sergeant Dorne?
Sergeant Dorne helped me when no one else would, General.
Yes, your reception on Taris wasn't ideal. I'm glad you managed to find the one useful officer in the entire outpost. I looked over her service record. Impressive stuff, I must say. Were you aware that Dorne served with the Imperial military for almost 2 years, Lieutenant?
She told me she grew up in the Empire.
Yes, the accent is a dead giveaway. Pure Droman Kos. Sergeant Dorne earned more commendations in her 2 years of Imperial service than most soldiers earn in 10. Since joining the Republic, she's earned 2 Medals of Valor, both for rescuing wounded soldiers under fire in enemy territory. This woman has led an exceptional career.
Someone with Sergeant Dorne's skills would make a great addition to my squad.
I agree. Sergeant Dorne is Havoc Squad material without question. It's settled then. Congratulations, Lieutenant. You're halfway to a full squad. I'll contact Colonel Gaff to notify him about the transfer. You should go and inform Sergeant Dorne yourself, Lieutenant. Contact me from your ship when you're finished. Garza out.
Lieutenant, sir? Is there something else I can do for you?
Consider this your official invitation to Havoc Squad, Sergeant Dorne.
Lieutenant, this is the greatest honor of my career. I'm speechless.
Don't get too excited, Sergeant. It's not as impressive as it's made out to be.
Sergeant Dorne, reporting for duty, Lieutenant. I'll prepare my Regulation 6 personnel transfer documents at once.
You've more than earned this, Sergeant.
I'll gather my personal effects and meet you on board your ship, Lieutenant. Thank you.
Lieutenant, I assume Sergeant Dorne took the news well?
Sergeant Dorne is honored to be in Havoc Squad.
Excellent. We'll have the squad fully restaffed in no time. One other detail. Were you able to retrieve a sample of the weaponized rat ghoul disease that Needles was developing?
Got it right here.
Excellent. Just leave it in the secured case beneath the holocommunicator. I'll see that it reaches Research Division. Now, a new situation has just developed that requires your immediate intervention. It's Tavis. He and a team of commandos just raided a Republic research center on Kalaran and stole a prototype cloaking device. But the prototype contains a tracking beacon. We now know the exact location of Tavis' ship. This is it, Lieutenant.
I can move on Tavis' position immediately, General.
Tavis' ship is currently sitting alone in an empty sector of space, most likely waiting to rendezvous with a larger vessel. You have to get there before that happens, Lieutenant.
I'll head there immediately.
This is Harren Tavis himself, Lieutenant. Succeed here, and everything else becomes an afterthought.
I won't fail.
That's why I'm sending you. Be sure to secure the prototype cloaking device after you've dealt with Tavis. If it fell into the Empire's hands, it could be disastrous. I'm transmitting the coordinates to you now. Effect entry to Tavis' ship, then do whatever is necessary to neutralize him and retrieve the prototype. Good hunting. Garza out.
see you again, Lieutenant. It is Lieutenant now, right? You're doing so well for yourself, I'm very proud. I have to thank you for working this little meeting into your very busy schedule. It took me some trouble to arrange.
I guess it's no surprise that you're too cowardly to fight me yourself.
And I suppose everyone who outsmarts you is a coward? Is that right? You must meet an awful lot of cowards. But that isn't what I wanted to discuss with you today. You have caused me a great deal of difficulty, Lieutenant. Some have even called you my nemesis. Was that your goal?
What's your goal, Tavis? Why are you doing this?
My goal, our goal, is to fight injustice, to destroy the greatest murderers of all. Needles, even Captain Andric. What is wrong with you? They were heroes, Lieutenant.
Your squad mates betrayed the Republic, just like you.
You're a fool. In my entire career, only one other enemy has been as difficult as you. The Imperial Shadow Fist. One of the most elite commando units in all of the Sith Empire. 5 of the Emperor's deadliest agents.
Please, end this before anyone else has to die.
I have only just begun, Lieutenant. Havoc Squad and the Shadow Fist fought many times. We battled to a standstill over and over again. We were the worst of enemies. But times have changed, Lieutenant. Meet my 5 newest friends.
I always enjoy meeting new people.
So do we.
You're overdue for a painful death, Lieutenant. Goodbye.
Lieutenant, report. Were you able to neutralize Tavis?
I'm afraid Tavis wasn't at the coordinates.
I see. I take it he left you something for your trouble, though. You retrieved a military asset of incredible importance in the face of extreme danger. You did well. Our only choice now is to proceed as originally planned. Our technicians have determined your final 2 target locations, Tatooine and Alderaan. I'll give you a full briefing when you arrive at each mission zone. Move out immediately. Garza out.